What's good everyone, it's your boy yadiiiigg, 4 eyes, 2 J's here, and today we're here to talk about Smokepurpp. Now, Smokepurpp, as I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware, has just dropped his brand new album, Florida Jit. However, the first week sales have come back for this project, and not only is it the worst first week sales of Smokepurpp's career, but the album has completely and utterly flopped. It's gone triple cardboard, it's got triple bubblegum wrapper, whatever synonym you want to say for a flop, it's done it. I want to talk about it. Let's break down these numbers.
Rambo.
Cash now. This is not ice cream, this is gelato. For my Zaza, I got it from Chapo. Thico from Houston, she like mulatto. Digging her hole and I beat it like Paho. Say I'm a savage, I'm feeling like macho. Randy Savage, nigga. Big dick, so I ain't no average, nigga. I feel lavish, nigga. Can't walk so my pockets fatter, nigga. I rock heel figure, hell no, but I rock designer, nigga.
Okay, so let's get into these numbers. Now, first of all, we begin with a tweet from DJ Academics right here, which says Smokepurpp's Florida Jit sells 5,000 in its first week. Now, there is not really much else I can add to these numbers right here. That is pretty self-evident. This is a huge flop, especially for someone at Smokepurpp's level who has had multiple hits, multiple projects, to be coming out in your third, fourth year of being a poppin' artist and he's selling 5K. It's just pretty evident of the state of Smokepurpp's career. Those are completely terrible numbers. Now, what's even worse is we begin to look at the Billboard charts right here. So as we can see on screen right now, these are the charting albums of Smokepurpp's on the Billboard Top 200. So we can see Dead Star, which was released in 2017, peaked at number 42. We have Bless Your Trap, which peaked at number 40 in 2018. And then we have Dead Star 2, which had a significant drop off, released in 2019 at 137. So as we can see on screen right here, there is one album that is glaringly missing. Florida Jit, which was the album that just dropped. Where is it? It didn't chart at all. So not only did it sell 5,000 in its first week, but when we look at the Billboard Top 200, it literally didn't make it onto the top 200 albums of the week at all. So this just provides further evidence of how poorly this album has performed, and especially when we consider that Dead Star 1 back only 3 or so years ago peaked at number 42 and was on the chart for 7 weeks, when Florida Jit comes out in 2020 and doesn't even make it on the chart for the first week. That is just a sign of how poorly this album has done. But not only this, I wanted to take a look at the monthly Spotify listeners of Purpp right now. As we can see on screen right now, these are the monthly Spotify listeners for Smokepurpp in the last year or so, and if you can see this big spike around here, this was late last year and early this year when Dead Star 2 released. When a new project from an artist gets released, you generally see an increase in listeners because people want to check out the new music, etc, and this was what happened with Dead Star 2. However, what I found interesting and pretty telling is that for Florida Jit, we really didn't see much of an increase in the monthly Spotify listeners at all, whereas for Dead Star 2 it peaked around 5.5 million. For Florida Jit, it just increased a little bit to about 4.6 or 4.7. So overall, between the two release periods from Dead Star 2 to Florida Jit, Smokepurpp has lost around 1 million monthly listeners, which is pretty telling and pretty evident again of the fall off of Smokepurpp. So yeah, no matter what numbers you look at for Smokepurpp with Florida Jit, it's performed terribly and it's flopped, whether it's selling 5K first week, which is horrendous, whether it's the fact that it didn't chart on the Billboard Top 200 albums where every other project of his did, or whether it's the Spotify numbers where I just showed you where clearly he's had a drop off since like 6 or 7 months ago with Dead Star 2. It's just looking pretty average all around for Smokepurpp right now. Let me know what you guys think about this. However, I want to know what you guys think. Do you think Smokepurpp has fallen off? Do you think he can come back? As I said, I actually liked Florida Jit quite a bit. I thought it had some bangers on there, but clearly, again, it just shows that people just aren't interested in Smokepurpp as much as they used to be, and is kind of losing steam. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. And before we finish this video, guys, I want to give a couple quick shout outs from the Instagram. Shout outs to Born From Stains 1993 and shout outs to 29vet. Shout outs to both of you guys for following me over on my IG. Appreciate that. If you guys don't follow your boy at yadiiiigg, make sure to. Also, if you haven't, like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications, all that good YouTube stuff, and there are more videos of mine on screen right now. Make sure to check them out if you haven't.